Welcome back, Elbrats. This video marks the beginning of a new series where I will go over each class in game and provide useful information with the help of a proficient player of each class. Welcome to Learn Your Class, Night Emperor Edition. Knight Emperor is the first path of Elsword. To become a Knight Emperor, you must first become Sword Knight at level 15, Lord Knight at level 35, complete your Transcendence quest at level 70, and then finally, your Knight Emperor quest at level 99. For this video, I'll mostly focus on the PvE aspect of Knight Emperor, and make another video for the PvP part. Knight Emperor's style favors a calculated yet aggressive mindset. Knight Emperor focuses on building up damages and buff, grouping enemies up, then proceeding to strike them down swiftly. Key things to keep in mind before you start: this game divides damage dealt into two categories, physical and magical. This is important to remember because your endgame armor is determined by your class's damage type. So let's get into the skills and unique systems of Elsword. Elsword has a unique system called Way of the Sword. Way of the Sword can put you in two different modes, which are highlighted by auras: Destruction Aura, which is red, and Vitality Aura, which is blue, as well as a neutral mode that you will have to get rid of to obtain either of those auras. Destruction mode is gained by using skills that have vitality traits such as Windmill, and Vitality mode is gained by destruction skills such as Double Slash. Think of it like yin and yang, one balances the other. Towards the end of the video, there will be clips of Shaydens showing how to use this system effectively. Destruction mode gives you 50% damage boost on all destruction special actives and 100% damage boost on actives and your heavy command attacks. Distraction is good on skills that burst enemies down with few hits, such as Mega Slash, Double Slash, and Armageddon Blade. Vitality mode grants a speed bonus, mana regeneration buff, and reduces the cooldown and mana cost of vitality skills by 20%. Additionally, once you become Sword Knight, you can unlock a passive that grants you 20% damage boost on all of your vitality skills. Knight Emperor's Transcendence passive transforms his magical skills from his base class into physical, such as Flame and Triple Gazer. Typical skill setup for PvE. In Elsword, you can bring in 10 skills, 8 in regular slots and 2 in Transcendence slots. Refer to the link in the description for a detailed description of Transcendence skill slots. Mortal Blow, Sonic Blade. After you use, you'll receive a buff where you'll have a chance to stun enemies for 10 seconds. Impact Slash is not commonly used, but it's a great gap closer. Armor Break. You should always use this before dishing out any serious damage to maximize your damage output. Double Slash is the modified version for quick wipes and the unmodded version for iframe, short for invincibility frame. Grand Cross. Use this in the middle of a mob for added damage. Additional effect: it lowers defense. Sandstorm. Use this skill to deal massive amount of damage. Imperial Crusher. Another damage skill. Armageddon Blade. You should try to have this up at all times for its increased range and damage buff. Iron Body. Much like Armageddon Blade, try to have this up as often as you can for its buffs. Now, let's talk about gear. New players, once again I suggest you pause the video here to learn what L-tier equipments are, if you do not know already. Link in the description. Personalization is possible when building Knight Emperor builds, but the following is a typical build most Knight Emperors, including the source of this video, Shaydens, use. As mentioned at the start of the video, Knight Emperor is a physical class, so you should focus on building an El Reno set with red tiers. For the top, your special effects should be polarization, raw stats should be critical damage, skill should be either windmill or double slash. For your pants, special effect, party's physical damage increase, raw stat, critical damage, skill, windmill or double slash. Gloves, special effect, all skill damage, raw stat, critical damage, skill, windmill or double slash. Shoes, special effect, mana consumption decrease, defense stack down, or damage delta boss, raw stat, critical damage, and as always, skill, windmill, or double slash. Lastly, Shaydens was nice enough to record some helpful clips to show how you would put all those skills and passive together. Let's take a look. Here's an example of how to effectively use your auras. Once in Vitality mode, use windmill until you're in destruction mode. Then promptly use double slash to take advantage of your damage bar from destruction mode, then switch back to Vitality mode. Now, let's say you wanted to stick to a specific aura, Vitality for example. You would drain your aura with regular Z attacks and Vitality skills until you're in your neutral state. After that, use a skill of the opposite side, say double slash for example, and then you're all back to Vitality mode. For the last bit of this video, we'll go over some less notable passives that we forgot to mention in the start of the video. These are still important, just not as game changing as the other ones such as Way of the Sword. The next notable passive to go over is called Persistence. It's a bit tricky as you can tell from looking at the wiki, but I'll do my best. Persistent gives you roughly a 10% chance of applying the armor crack debuff on enemies. With command attacks, it lowers enemies' defense by 50%. Additionally, after you hit or have been hit 3 times in a row, you get an attack power boost of 2%. This can stack up to 10 times for a maximum of 20% attack power boost. And lastly, as your HP decreases, your defense increases. The last passive we'll talk about is called Battle Ready. After not moving for 1 second, this passive will take effect by randomly reducing the cooldown for one of your skills, along with the HP/MP recovery buff. The next bit of this passive is called Force Strike. As you can probably tell by the name, the very first skill to be used after this Battle Ready passive takes effects will be boosted by having its skill cost reduced by 20% and increasing its critical and maximization by 100%, meaning you'll be able to use the very next skill to its fullest potential. This marks the end of the first video in our new series. If you'd like to help out with the other classes, please let me know in the comment section, or get in touch with me through the Discord. I'll leave the link in the description. I hope all of you aspiring Night Emperor players found this guide to be helpful. It's by no means a complete guide, but hopefully it'll get you started. A huge thanks to Shaydens for helping me with this video. Additionally, thanks to my friend Risforia for, making sure I didn't make too many mistakes in my draft, as well as my friends at Amino for being my test subjects.
That's